You've already achieved what many men dream about. You've built influence, you've climbed to the top, or you're working your way to it. You've carried responsibility that shapes companies, families, and communities. And yet, if you're honest, success doesn't silence those deeper questions within you. The long hours, the high stakes decisions, the constant pressure, they feed the ego, but rarely do they fill the soul. 21 Gatekeeper wasn't just something I just started out of nowhere. I had been building it on the side for years. But earlier this year, I made the deliberate and intentional decision to leave my corporate role as a production manager and focus on 21 Gatekeeper, giving my full attention to the calling God has placed on my life. My calling is to coach men in kingdom deployment, equipping them to align their leadership, their careers, and their personal lives with God's mission. And a key part of that calling is working with high capacity leaders, executives, business owners, key decision makers just like you, because your influence is weighty and God intends for it to be more than success alone. Now, here's what coaching really is, because there's a lot of noise out there and a lot of so called coaches. It's not me telling you how to run your company, do your job, run your life. It is a structured process that sharpens clarity, it exposes blind spots, and it equips you to lead with conviction. In Command Track, we deal with the practical realities you face every day as a leader: decision fatigue, pressure to perform at all costs, leading your teams through change, you're balancing your professional wins with your personal losses, the isolation of being at the top and not knowing who you can trust, who you can turn to. But those are just the surface battles. The deeper question is, who are you becoming as you lead? Command Track blends the executive coaching with kingdom purpose, because your leadership was never meant to end with you, it was meant to advance God's kingdom. Here at 21 Gatekeeper, we believe there is an overall kingdom mission for your life. Your mission is not just to achieve, it's not just to grow revenue or scale influence. Your kingdom mission as a believer is to be anchored in Christ and to advance his kingdom through your influence. Every deal you close, every culture you shape, every person under your leadership, these moments are not just business outcomes, they're kingdom opportunities. So within this kingdom mission, God has given you kingdom assignments to operate in that mission. And I believe God has given you kingdom assignments. Just like in business, not every seat is the right fit. Sometimes it's the right industry, but the wrong position. The right position, but the wrong company. Or maybe it's an entirely new field altogether. Your kingdom assignment isn't about chasing perfection or fearing failure. God's not going to leave you behind if you miss a step. He's a loving Father who walks with you. Your assignment is uncovered in relationship with Him, discerning His presence in your decisions, listening to His Spirit, and letting Him guide your leadership. That's where your influence multiplies and your impact aligns with His mission. And within these kingdom assignments, it's all based off how He's created you as a child of God, your kingdom identity. You've earned the titles, you've built the companies, you've collected achievements, but none of those actually define who you are. God is the only one who has the authority to do so. Before you drew a breath, God named you. That name defines you as His son. It sets the tone for how you lead, how you decide, how you carry weight under pressure. Abram to Abraham, Simon to Peter, Saul to Paul, on and on. When God names you, He reveals who you truly are. This isn't about another leadership framework. It's about leading from your true identity in Christ, with authority, with conviction, with kingdom impact. That's what Command Track is: a 12-month executive coaching alliance reserved for men just like you who are already successful or who are working their way to it, but who know success alone is not enough. It's for men who want to steward their influence differently, to align their leadership with kingdom truth, to leave a legacy that outlives them for the kingdom. If that resonates with you, I invite you to a private leadership strategy briefing, a confidential conversation about what you're carrying and how God may be calling you deeper.